Alright. So now, what's that? Make sure I can play the game too. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a route guide. Alright, for staffless. Okay, it's also gonna be my first run of staffless. Okay, so I did a little test thing earlier to make sure it worked. It'll be my first run and it'll be the first guide. Okay. Now, as in guide, when I say guide, take that term lightly, because this will be mainly for people who know how to do any percent. A lot of stuff is probably going to go unexplained because it's kind of like common knowledge. If you run the 100% category, I guess I could do a really in-depth explanation, but I'm just making this right now. This is going to be temporary until someone makes a better one, because I'm sure someone can make a better one. Anyways, timing starts as soon as you hit new adventure. Right now. If you know anything about any percent, there's a single frame where you can pause and save and quit here. I'll see if I can get it. I got it. So you save. And then it's up. A, up, A. So now you can mash start. Down, A, and then spam A. Assuming you saved over your first, the first file. So now this puts you in a state where you can walk through any wall. And it skips doing the tutorial. So now here comes a trick that's kind of finicky at sometimes. Alright, so if you didn't know, you can roll by hitting L and then A. Or by hitting L, sorry. You roll by hitting L and then, yeah, hit L then A. L and A lets you roll. Now there's a trick called triple jumping when you hit L and I'll show you that in a second. This is a kind of difficult jump. This is kind of a seam. It's a little more than a seam because you can walk side to side, but once you land, typically you can't really move very much. So as you can see, you have a little bit more space than it looks like. You can, for the most part, if you jump a little more right than what it looks like, where the point is, if you can either jump on the point or a little right of the point, and you should be able to run along that wall and get up here. Alright, now another trick, what you just saw me do there, you can roll and then jump in the middle of your roll. To cancel the roll, kind of. It's called triple jumping. When you roll, jump, roll, jump, roll, jump. There's a certain amount of time where you can do a double jump as well. You can't do your second jump whenever you want to. Here's a split. As I said, this is my first run, and it's also going to be a tutorial. Whatever time I get, I'm probably not going to submit. Alright, so here you just want to come over here, go over this guy, and then roll. And then mash B. You can mash A in the cutscene too, and I'm always afraid I'm going to jump off. You can do a triple jump here, you get behind this ram, and then jump over him. He's really easy to dodge. Now I will show you, because I had a lot of trouble with this jump when I first began. If you do manage to fall down here, you don't have the staff yet, so it's really hard to get back up. But if you do a jump outwards and then back inwards, then you can grab this ledge. So you don't have to reset or use the sheep or whatever. Yeah, I think usually I reset. Which that's only for your early runs. And for this guy, alright, there's something called a quick kill on these plants. You want to run up and get a really good distance, like just this much. Then you can hit B and take his life down. Now there's a chance he'll do this little wave thing. See, he did it but his vines came out. That means you got it. If he does the little wave attack and his vines come out, then you got a quick kill. So then you go back and hit him as he's taunting. Now you wait for him to taunt again and get the final hit on him. Like that. Then you come over here. Alright, so there's a little cutscene trigger right here. It's like all around there, but you can walk around it actually, like that. I'll show you the trigger now. It's just a little, you can skip the cutscene, but you can actually walk around it, which saves a little bit of time. So now you just want to head over here. And you want to do the same thing to this guy. See how he did his wave at his vines didn't come out? You can go back and try again. Once his vines come out, he'll taunt. You can hit him. A little thing to note is that if you just mash B, he'll do these little kind of attacks like this. So you want to time your Bs. So like this. Alright. There's 2 plants.
Nice.
You want to head straight over here. Head across here. And this plant's different. The rest of your plants you're going to fight are going to be like this one. You can actually just wait until he taunts. The first 2 plants are really hard. The rest of them are really easy. So wait till he taunts and hit him. Now you can hit this little vine that kind of sticks out. You can hit it until see where the bar's at right now. It's between those 2 things. Anywhere from there on. By 2 things, I mean there were 2 little grass things that were sticking down. Anywhere from that point on, you're able to hit them and deal the final blow to them. Right here, there's a little corner right here you can kind of like wiggle your way into, and you'll clip through. You'll be underwater. And you want to head straight. Yeah, I'll try to show that again.
We can't get through here yet. We'll have to come back later.
Optimally, you wouldn't wait that long to hold forward. I was trying to show the clip. It clips right here, and you clip through, and you hold forward, hit A, and you want to fall around right here. As I said, this guide is probably probably going too in depth for staffless. It's essentially the same thing as any %, just in a different order. That's basically what staffless is. There's another split right there. So now you want to head this way. Jump up here, then jump up here. So you can do that without grabbing the ledge, which obviously would be a little slower. You want to head down here and hit this button over here. It should open this door. We'll walk through and head right. Then jump into this little basket. And go to the next place. Alright, if you can, there's like 1 or 2 frames where you can roll right after the loading screen. You can smash L and A. You can probably time it, but I have no clue where the timing thing is. You can roll here and skip this, but it might make it harder to set up this next jump. So now you head this way, and this is kind of a tricky jump. Or you can line it up and hit and do your triple jump. All right, it's not that hard. It's pretty lenient, but it's mainly in your timing. You have to time your jumps pretty accurately. Right here, this guy can mess with you a lot, as he just did me. He'll jump at you and he'll meet you halfway. That's kind of what I call it. It happens all the time. You can avoid it by not jumping. Here I like to go get these feathers. There's absolutely no reason why you should. But I mean, you're waiting for him to taunt again. You can actually tell when he's about to taunt by listening to the music. And there we go again between the two green things. You can go anywhere past that as well.
Nice.
You can triple jump back over here this way, and then roll as soon as you land. If you roll as soon as you land, there's a little slow landing animation for when you jump off really high, jump from really high heights. This guy, you can go get all these feathers while you're waiting for him to do his first attack again. Here's the cue. Right before it gets to the kind of big hit. The beats, if you're in music, the beat before it gets to the big hit is when you can hit him. And then the second one is when it gets to the next kind of section of the song, like, and hit. And essentially, when he throws out a lot of little plants, I kind of think it's nice to collect them.
Check it.
Thank you for the good luck, Skellycat. It's going to be a really easy world record to beat because I'm doing kind of a route guide kind of thing. Alright, so same thing with this plant. Hit him until he does that. And I like to go on this side of him and start hitting his vine. Makes it easier to go that way, because where you need to go, you head that way. Now, this is where the route starts to differ from any percent. You would normally get the staff here, but here you're not actually getting the staff.
Okay, that's all the plants here. We should try somewhere else now.
So now you want to hold forward. Oh, you're supposed to split there, by the way. I'll just split right now. So here you go this way. Jump across this log. You're supposed to split as soon as you teleport. That's typically the time. Now here's a tricky jump coming up that I still don't really know how to do very well, but I was told how to do it earlier. Alright, so what you want to do, you don't have to kill these guys. I'm going to do it for ease of tutorial, alright? You need to jump up there, but you don't have the staff, so it's a really like big jump. But if you jump around here, you kind of pop up a little bit. I got really lucky there that worked. So the setup here is kind of go to this jutting, this part that juts out a little bit, and then kind of go like anywhere towards these leaves. And sometimes you get lucky and get popped up. I don't know the best setup for this or anything, so I'm just gonna go for it like that. If you want to set up, I think Skellycat has a setup on this channel somewhere where he's got the jump. Maybe not. I'll probably mess around with it and make a setup myself.
I don't know, you might already know this, but this elevator takes you.
Now going to Lower Tree Village. I probably should have changed my title to route guide instead of a run. I'm not doing a like legit run. So Lower Tree Village is different than 80%, like completely.
Looks like all the tree villagers are
Or you wanna
sheep as well.
kind of guide the sheep this way and pick them up.
These people are so
And you want to go towards this kind of indent in the wall right here. You want to line it, it's not really very precise. You just hold Y and hold forward. You hit Y to set him down, and he'll clip you through this wall. You can move the camera if you need to, or you can figure out where to go. You can clip on this side. You can move the sheep there right now, or you can do it in Lower Tree Village too. It doesn't really matter. So now you want to get this melon and bring it to this tree.
Sitting in a different tree. Maybe this can help us.
He made the animation of eating it, even though he didn't eat it. Alright, so then you let him fling you up here. And then you do your first lower tier village boss fight, which is usually your last 30%, which is nice. And hit. You know, see how I couldn't hit him right there? Because I was too close to him. That happens sometimes.
Check it.
If you look at my timer, if you notice, it's kind of messing itself up. It's going really slow. My timer does that sometimes. I don't know why. I have no clue how to fix it. Then you go this way and you swing down here. See how it's skipping? Like it's like doing every 3 things. I don't know why it does it, but it does it sometimes. There's nothing I can do about it. The timer's just gonna be really weird. So now you want to come over here and climb up this rope.
I don't think this rope swings. It looks like it's anchored to the floor.
Just like that. I come to this feather and then look down and just fall, but land on here. It's kind of a little precise, but it's not very precise. And you can fight this plant now, or you can fight him later. I choose to fight him later, because you come back through here.
There's another one of those creepy plants.
You come up here. You fight this plant, right here. The camera is really weird over there for, I guess, cinematic effect, but you don't actually have to be over there to fight him. There you go. Alright, if you've noticed, some of them die like that, and some of them die very quickly. There's a long death animation, and we're pretty sure it's completely random. Like, there's been a lot of theories about what happens, but they're all kind of false. None of them really work. Alright, so now this is a little bit of a precise jump too. In any percent, you have a staff, and you can jump up and set a respawn point. But here, you only have your double jumps, so the respawn point is actually about where I jumped, but it's a little higher. So you have to jump like that, but you have to be closer to the wall. It's a very difficult, or I feel like it's very difficult without a staff. I actually have no clue what a good setup would be. See, that was too low. That might work. Alright, yeah. So it's I guess you can go the normal way. I don't actually know the normal way because I haven't done it the normal way in a long time. But I guess you can go around. Can you just kill this guy as well?
That's it, Tech. You have the plants. Let's get back to Jabulba's hut. He's gonna need these.
Then you want to climb this rope again? This time you want to come over here to this portal. Do YA and then split. So now you go over here again. I don't know the fastest way to get over to Jabulba's hut, but you want to go to Jabulba's hut, which is right across this bridge, kind of where you started. I'm trying to show optimal movement, but probably not going to happen. I'm not very optimal movement in this game. Just cutscene here, you can mash through. And here comes a fight. Here comes the first boss fight of the game. There's a nice little cutscene here. I'll let you enjoy that. I'll take a drink of water.
The bulbous errand boy thinks he can just reach out and take that.
Let me show him how wrong he is, Layla. Needle says he thinks he can take him on all by himself. Needle says he can take me on too. Well, come at it, little man. Oh, my eye. Oh, hey.
Enough! Pins, needles, you will both stop that together. Afterwards you can fight as
Alright, so there's actually a strategy for this fight, but I'm not very good at it. You want to come this way, wait till he gets about in the middle of the room, and then throw it at him. Now holding down left, down right on the control stick should do that. I'm going to run here, and then hit him from here, which I missed, so... which I always miss that. Anyways, so there's a fast way to do this, and I'm actually not sure. There's probably a faster way.
One down, one to go.
But essentially, you just have to hit them 3 times with these things. With these little snot ball kind of looking things. And if you can hit them and manage to roll and jump as you hit them, you can actually move around during that last little cutscene.
Wow, you got it. I bet your Bobo will want to talk to you.
But it's kind of hard. There's another cutscene here you can mash through. One sec. Okay. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Alright, there we go.
Wow, the spirit rattle. This is a very powerful magical weapon.
So after you do that, you come over here. There's a little cutscene here you can mash through, and you get this Yorble.
Yeah, check it out. A Yorble. We need to get a bunch of these for Jaboba.
But now you can go straight over here. And don't forget this Yorble. I forgot it when I was learning the game. I forgot this Yorble over here. You also get an 80%. You get most of the same Yorbles in 80%. So you get that Yorble and then you do the seam jump again. It's the exact same thing. Not any easier with the spirit rattle. And you come over here and get this Tiki. Do not forget this Tiki. It's also a very commonly forgotten thing.
Now that you have the tiki, you should find a
So you jump back over here, and you take about the same route that you've taken before. You're doing like this, and then over like this. Alright, so now here's a tricky part. See that little mana power up there? You have to collect that. Now normally you go over there and you jump off of that thing and you swing from vine to vine and get it, which is okay. It's I think it's very slow. But you can also jump down on this trampoline like this, and then jump forward and grab it in midair. It's not very precise, but it will probably take some time to learn. If you can learn the timing, what I usually do is I land on the trampoline, I hold A, right when I land on the trampoline. Don't know if it's necessary, that's what I do. And then I hold forward, I hit A again. Alright, here's another trick that's going to be... I'm not going to go much into depth with it. I'm going to hope I get it first try. I'll actually make a save just in case I don't. Because I don't want to do all this again. But if you want a more in-depth tutorial on this trick right here, then I would go to Skelecat's 80% tutorial. The one as of before the summer of 2016, because he's going to do a better one. I'm sure he's going to go into depth in this new one too, so you can watch that one as well. Anyways, you line up this Nurble here, let him hit you, hit him, and then place Tiki down, and you'll skip a cutscene. Your game has a chance of crashing there, and by chance I mean if you do it wrong, it'll crash. It's not a random thing. And you split here as well. Yeah, see my timer's all messed up. It's being real weird. So my splits are going to be off and everything. Well, I usually have to restart the last split when that happens, but I can't because I'm in an overrun. Alright, Numadunes is also kind of weird. You want to do, what I do is I do front flips and hold B. You can do diagonal front flips as well, and it gives you a little more. Then you jump here, and you can use your triggers to move around. You want to collect that Yorble and hold Y to grind there. So make sure you hold L and R to move around, and you can hold L and R along with the C stick, move around faster. You want to boost here and then jump at the edge of at the end of the thingy, the ramp. And you want to boost here this way. Do like a backflip or something to get you a lot of points, enough for another boost. And you go straight this way. Go to the side of this dune. And you want to jump off the side of it, like that. And again, use your C and all that stuff to navigate in the air. And you want to boost right when you hit this feather, and jump right here. Make sure you don't hit that wall, because you will fall down. Jump right here, and you can. There's a lot of times people slow down for this, but I never really slow down for it. You want to grab it and make sure you have crazy feet, where it says crazy feet up there. You want to grab that, go to return to village, and hit A. Or not hit A, but click yes. So then you'll go back to the village. Now this part, this is where it differs a lot from 80%. The game gets way different than 80% here. Instead of teleporting like you do in 80%, you go this way. Sometimes that cycle is kind of hard to make, but most of the time it's okay. You want to jump on this button, and then jump like this. You don't actually have to jump on the button, it's just a nice little visual cue. It's not a precise jump, but you have to have crazy feet. Oh yeah, crazy feet, you hold X to run very fast. That's what crazy feet is. And it wastes 1 mana per second. Alright, so if you voided out before you got here, then you want to jump along these trampolines to get over there. Alright, but if you didn't void out, you can just jump off the edge. Like that. And you'll respawn without a respawn animation. I don't know if it works in every single place, but I know it works in Lower Tree Village and Tax Village. That if you die and you respawn, the first death you had in that area, there won't be a respawn animation. Which is nice. But if you did die, you can jump on a trampoline and it stores a double jump it stores like your next jump. You can hit A whenever you want on the trampoline, as long as you haven't touched the ground yet. So now you want to come this way. Make sure you grab this Yorble. And then right here, there's a little hole. There's a mana power up. You want to aim a little bit towards the middle, and I think a little farther left than the complete center. And you can land on that. If you don't land on that, you can just jump at it from here, but your camera gets stuck on all these walls, and it's really slow to set up. So you really want to land on that your first try. And you want to go this way. Grab this Yorble. And go up there. Alright, there's another clip through the wall coming up soon. You want to jump around this corner like that. You have to mana jump to get up there. You just grab this Yorble. And then right here. Alright, so this clip right here, you kind of jump towards the corner. It's not a very hard clip, and you'll grab like the wall facing this way. Now the camera can be set up almost anywhere behind Tack. A lot of people want to set it up right behind them, which is a really good strat, but I like to set it up more diagonal like this. And then hit A and then mash A again. You should land about here. If you just keep holding forward, you should go to this loading zone, no matter what. There's another split there. This is where the route gets kind of hard. Now I'm afraid that my video might be too dark for this section. It's about how my TV is. It's pretty dark. Dark Caverns is a very dark area, and just follow my route the best you can. You're gonna jump straight over here and grab this Yorble. You want to jump down and get this feather, and it's kind of a blind jump coming up. You just want to jump around here and then stop about when you get there. You should land there. You don't have to jump there. You can run and grab that Yorble. Run up these steps, run around here, jump across here. There's Yorble over here in this corner. Grab the shovel and head back towards the light. You can jump, if you jump at any point in the light, kind of right here in this doorway, then you won't be able to, you can just jump past it, and it won't activate, so you go back to it. Now here, once you have the light, you're not able to roll. If you roll, you won't go anywhere. So you have to use Crazy Feet's your fastest means of transportation here. But you want to make sure that you have 20 mana to win out of here at least, which isn't very hard. I'm gonna grab that Yorble, jump over here, jump across here, and you should be good. Now, if you die at any point in this area, it'll take you back to the nearest light kind of pillar thing that you activate. So now in this one, there's a Yorble right here at the beginning. I'm gonna grab it, and just so you know, you're supposed to get 8. If you look at my Yorble count, I came in here with 10, and now I have 20. I've gotten 2 in this cavern already. You're supposed to get 8 in the first cavern. Now in this second cavern, you're supposed to get 7. So I have 2 right now. You want to get 7 by the time you leave here. So now you want to jump towards the middle thing, this middle thing here. You're going to jump here, and jump up here. Now you want to it's kind of a blind jump, but you want to jump towards this feather. Now you can see the portal thing kind of, and you want to jump a little bit left to it, like this, to land on this platform. And then grab the light. So now you want to go down here to where this feather is. Grab this Yorble. From here you can jump over this platform. You don't actually have to land on it. I don't know if it's any faster or not, but it's something to note. You can grab that Yorble. Jump right here. Fall down here. I'd like to hit this light thing so you have a respawn point in case you die down here. Because there's this flying Nurgle right here. There's a flying Nurgle that you can't really see. He can knock you down. He can knock you back down into the darkness, and if you don't hit that light thing, you'll respawn really far away. So right here is kind of a blind jump. You just want to hold forward, and like that. If you just hold forward, you should make it. Alright, so now the third, so you should get 7 in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 7. Now you should get 7 in this tomb as well, or not tomb, this cavern as well. So then you go straight this way, and jump this way. And go right here. Let's grab this. Jump towards this. You want to come up behind this guy and grab this Yorble. And you're going to see another one over there, but you don't want to grab it yet. You'll get that one on the way back out. Come this way. There's a Yorble up there that's probably not very slow to get, but I don't get it because I don't like getting it for some reason. There's a Yorble right here. I recommend practicing caverns a lot. You want to learn the layout of all the caverns. Alright, so then you get the light here. Easy peasy. So you come back this way. And you kind of want to stay towards the right now. So you go back here and you drop down here and get this Yorble. There's kind of a little bit of a hard jump here. It's not actually that hard. You just hold forward and jump with Crazy Feet. And if you're about to fall, you can turn and grab the ledge. You can fall down here like this and grab this Yorble, the one you passed earlier. That should be all the Yorbles you need to get here. Alright, sorry, that was pretty bad. So then you can come out here, right where you came in at, and then boom. And then I think if you can roll here, which I don't think I was able to do. I don't know what happens if you roll into this cutscene, because you can actually roll to your death here, but I have no clue what happens again. If I could show a little funny thing though, if you do happen to die. if you die after that cutscene plays, then you'll respawn right on top of the thing, and you'll be invisible
It's called the stunner. You should use it when you're facing
for a little bit,
lot of
and then you'll
nervals.
kind of spin back into play. Alright, so now you want to, if you hit R and Z or L and Z, it'll toggle through your mana power-ups. So you want to toggle so you have Crazy Feet again, because you don't want to accidentally use the stunner. So then you want to get that ram's attention and then jump past him. And you want to go here and hold down left. Yeah, down left. I'm really bad with my left and right, so you want to jump over here. You want to turn around. Crazy Feet jump up here onto this thing. Turn around and you want to do a triple jump towards this. You should grab this ledge. It's very small, but you actually can't make the you can't make that jump without Crazy Feet. Alright, so now you want to go towards this pillar and then hold on to it. Alright, so the thing about this one is if you just hold A, you're going to fall back out. If you just hit A and try to jump through, you're just going to fall. You want to get the camera directly behind Tack and hold forward. You might not actually have to go forward, and your camera will weird out like this. You just want to head towards this wall and jump through it. And now you can go... Now, if you walk through this wall, sometimes your camera will turn around. If it does that, you have a chance of falling down. But you want to go into this loading zone. It's pretty big. It's kind of hard to miss. I missed the last 2 splits, so I'm very sorry about that. But you're supposed to split there, and when you in caverns, you're supposed to split when you exit the caverns. So this is Sun Temple, arguably one of the hardest parts of the run. So you want to grab a vase and keep going. Like so. And you want to, oh wait, sorry. You want to grab the vase, you want to set it down here, and fight these guys. There are faster ways to do this, but I'm not going to show them. I might show them in a more detailed route later on. You want to grab the vase again, come this way, and set it down like here. But it's just faster to roll and jump here than to just run with Crazy Feet. You can't roll with an object in your hands. Then you want to grab the vase and come down here. Now you have a time limit, but it's actually not that like strict. So I'm going to trigger this door. And what I'm going to do, you want to come this way and jump. You want to jump over that explodey guy and he'll blow up while you're over there in the corner. I'm going to do the same thing over here. That's only for 40 extra mana. If you need mana. You don't actually need mana there. Alright, so now I'm going to show you. There's a trigger here that'll spawn a bunch of enemies. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you a trick. Alright, so item storage. It's easily done. It's in a staff list by using Stunner. And when you use Stunner, you do this kind of cool animation where you fly up in the air like that. And it costs 20 mana to use. But if you use Stunner and switch to Crazy Feet in midair, it won't actually use any mana. You'll just need 20 mana to start it. Alright, so now if we do this over an item, and we have this weird effect where the item is stuck there, you're able to throw, but not throw. This is called item storage. What you can do with item storage, you can hover. Alright, now hovering is very weird. Hovering, you have to hit A and B on the same frame for only one frame. So that was a hover. Now, so basically the only thing you can do is really stab at your controller with your your pointer finger and your middle finger. That's what I want to call them. Your index finger, I guess you could call them. And you can hover. Now hovering is very inconsistent, but it's used very often as well. So it's kind of a thing you want to practice. Anyways, what you want to do is you want to set your vase down here, and then roll into this cutscene trigger, or not the cutscene trigger, but the trigger to start the fight. and then you want to fight. You want to kill all these guys. Then on the last guy, this one right here, as you kill him, you want to roll into a hole or into the sun, into a sunbeam. So you'll respawn over here. You'll respawn here at the beginning, and then grab your base from there. So now you want to set down. You want to use stunner, then switch. So you don't actually use stunner or use any mana. You run up here and you can hover up this wall. Like that. Now that's kind of weird. Sometimes you won't grab the top of it. Sometimes you will. It's just kind of weird. You can drop the item. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna grab that Yorble, grab this Yorble. You should have 34 at this point. I don't know why. That's a nice way for me to. It's a nice kind of like landmark where I'm like, okay, here's how much I have. Dude, my timer sucks. I'm very sorry. So now for this room, you just do it normally. You can jump on that the thing in the middle. It's not much slower. Jumping on the thing in the middle, but you want to get on the first. It's kind of hard to explain. You want to get at least 2 platforms away from the start, otherwise you'll void out as you jump towards it. I could probably show it, but it's just do the room normally. It's pretty much faster in all cases. So now you want to grab this Yorble, like that, and grab this vase. The best way to do that is to run and jump onto the middle land, and then when they start chasing you, just jump again to the middle of them. So now you want to throw hover over this doorway. This is a pretty long hover, but if you hover onto like a sloped area, then you'll restart your hover. But anywhere on the side of this doorway, it'll like push you back down to like the little bottom corner. So once you get up here, you can just throw hover to this wall right here. Alright, so what I just got right here, what happened is I accidentally got a weird effect called camera storage. This can happen if you hold B right as the cutscene starts. You don't want that to happen.
I think those jars are full of some kind of oil. You may be able
So you want to, if you just move forward, then you'll probably fall off the edge. So now you want to get a storage again. That doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. God, this timer sucks, dude. It's just very laggy. So that throw hover is a lot shorter. Alright, so here's a very difficult trick coming up right here. What I usually do, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try real quick. I think if you roll, you drop the item right where you're at. So if I get stunner again, I get it. I should have it. So there's a hover here called the YOLO hover where you jump over the scat. Pretty much every runner does it now. They didn't used to do it, but they do it now. And you just jump over. And you do hovers over the gap. And you can make it, you can miss it, or you can miss it. If you miss it, let me see if the star's still over here. Yeah, see the star's over here now, so you can just get hovering. You can get storage again and go for it. Just like that. It's not very hard. I've never done the room normally. So if you want to see how the room's done normally, look up Skeletcat's easy or any percent category again, any percent route tutorial, and that should show you how to do it. He does some staff jumps, but I'm sure you can either do those staff jumps with a crazy feet jump, or just do the room normally. So here you can roll into this room, and then you want to get storage with this again. Now here's another crazy hover. Right, don't forget this Yorble right here. This Yorble up here where these guys are, hidden right behind here. And here's this is called the super yellow jump, or I call it super yellow jump. It's essentially the same thing. I do all of my throw hovers in a Sun Temple by timing them, but a lot of people do them by mashing. I do any hovers over voids. I time my inputs because it drastically shortens the amount that you have to do. Alright, so this boss fight, there are a couple things to note. Green will blow up on you, so a good thing to do with green is go in the corner, and then do that. So you just throw them at the wall and it blows up, and it hurts them and it hurts you. Now if you notice, he had green too, so the first thing he did was hit you. Was hit me. Alright, so yellow just goes in a straight line. Again, I got some more green. Green's not very good, but it's not terrible either. Green's probably one of the better ones if you know how to use it. So this fight is pretty RNG based, but you can make it fast almost no matter what. It's not a very hard fight. You can die, but it's not very likely. Red will shoot into a burst, kind of like three wide. So what you want to do is get close to them and use it, but if they're running away, that's not worth it. Blue will chase them, so you can just throw those out. A lot of times they'll miss for no apparent reason. And when they get yellow, they'll just follow you and shoot them in a straight line. So you wanna get as close to them as possible, as soon as possible, so they just waste them all. Oh, hey, PCMR dude, PC Mr. Dude, is that what you want to? Yeah, I'm making a route guide for a category that I routed today. This is a game that I love as well. I started speedrunning it because of nostalgic purposes. So there's another blue. He has red, so he's gonna shoot him in bursts. You want to try to not let them get yellow, but it's not a thing you can control very easily. You want to get, I think, red. Anything but blue is pretty good for you. But if you're already heading towards the blue, it's not really worth it. Just like turn around. You can actually get them to hit each other, which is it's not very hard to get rid of that because they do that pretty much anyways. My childhood favorite. Tell me about it. I played this game so much when I was little. I played this like all the time. Alright, so there's one. And he's got to shoot another red one. And like I said, it's best to get behind him. So now that he's got a blue, he's going to shoot that very quickly, and I can line up a three-burst shot like that.
Now it's moonstone time.
So now if you jump off and hold, if you hold forward completely and jump off, you'll kind of slide off of him. You'll grab it. Grab the moonstone. You want to split there? Attack's music's really good. It's an awesome game. If you ever want to like buy it again, that's what I did. I remembered that I played this game a lot when I was little because I saw it somewhere. I don't remember exactly where I saw it, but I saw it in something. And I remembered it, so I bought it off of eBay. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty scratched up, and it freezes a little bit, but not very often. It's pretty nice. So you just want to follow the route I've been taking so far. It's not very, you don't really need an explanation for it. Just gotta follow what you see. Gonna run over here, jump this way, jump up here, grab this, and jump up here. So I'm gonna show you a little rookie mistake that I make all the time. Okay, so right here, you want to jump there, but you don't want to fall right there. If you fall too early, you can't get past. So you want to make sure you jump there. If you don't jump and you fall right here, I don't know the fastest way to get back up, but the way I go is I head this way, I jump up on this wall, and I do this part again. Get the ram's attention, and jump past the ram. Then clip to this wall. And this time you can just kind of swim straight up. You can actually swim to the next area, but it's not actually any faster. Whoops. Avoid it out. Anyways, that's what you want to do. And then once you get up here, you'll just fall this way. Gotta jump on this rhino. Oh, you'll be playing on an emulator? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. My computer can't even run like Minesweeper sometimes, so. Oh, I've never had that happen. I think that if you run up a vase before you break it, I guess you can get flung off of it. That's never happened to me before. It's kind of funny. Anyways, you come over here, and then you head up this way. So there's one Yorble. Two Yorbles. You want to do some crazy, like, triple... You want to do some crazy feet triple jumps. 3 Yorbles, because otherwise you won't make some of these jumps. You're supposed to have an emu at this point. There's 4 Yorbles, I think. Here's 5. There are 5 Yorbles there. You should have 50 by the time you're done with this, so that's a pretty nice number. So when you get up here, you're going to split again. Yep, I played all 3 as well. I was going to speedrun TAC 2, but it's actually a lot harder than TAC 1. It's got really hard tricks, so I just speedrun this game. But yeah, I bought the game for replay value because I wanted to play it again. And then once I beat it, I didn't want to just give up on it, so I started speedrunning it. I didn't want it to collect dust in the back of my head again like it did last time. So that's why I'm speedrunning it now. I've been speedrunning the game for like a month and a half, and I already have a world record. This run, no matter how bad this run is, it's going to be a world record because I'm the first one that's run this category. So, I mean, it's not going to be anything. I'm showing a guide for it as I'm doing it. But you want to head over to Chicken Island. There's a cutscene here. You can match through it again. You want to come this way and go behind. There's a tree over here. There's a Yorble right behind it. Like you have no clue it's there. Right here. Just kind of hidden there. Then there might be a way to jump up here like that, but I've never been able to do it. Not without a staff. What you want to do is head that way and jump up here. A bunch of feathers. If you need any mana, you just jump like that and do a crazy feet jump over here and jump up here. Now this stair right here, or any of these stairs, they're really slippery, so if you get to the point where you try to run and jump, you just might want to like take a step back and wait a second. So then you go to the teleporter and you teleport. I think that'll be awesome. I'll watch it when I'm done with this, but it's actually really late in my time, so wait. Okay, so wait, I split extra early. So that was my muscle memory kicking in. What you want to do here is head forward, hit left twice. Yeah, left twice, and then hit A. So you teleport to Lower Tree Village. Now see if you can hear how delayed my splits are. That's because live split's been open for like a good 7 hours. Alright, so now you want to head down here and jump across here. This jump was found by Super Skank, and you want to jump like this. It's a crazy feat triple jump. It's not actually as hard as it looks, but it's kind of scary because if you miss it in a certain way, you can soft lock your game. If you look at my channel, you can see there's Adobe video called like the Lower Tree Village soft lock or something. So now what you want to do is triple jump this way and grab this Yorble. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. You need a time when you use crazy feet and when you don't. Then you want to jump up here, hit left, then right. That's called Thomas, and it's very difficult. It's actually a lot harder than it looks because of Vine physics. Now, right here, you can do something called the mushroom jump, where you can crazy feet jump across here like that. It's pretty easy, kind of not. If you can't get it, then just run across. It takes practice. So now you want to grab this Yorble and jump across here. Alright, so right here, usually you get this Yorble by swinging on the vine or using a staff to get up there, but you don't have the staff. So now you can jump up here, crazy feet jump, and grab this. Now I think you can just do like a normal jump to grab the Yorble. that. So here, this is where you probably want to get the sheep in the first one. In your first visit to Lower Tree Village is probably the best time to get the sheep. Because as you can see, I forgot to get them, because I'm not used to getting them. You want to get the sheep your first time, it's probably faster. But you grab the sheep, and there's a little, it's kind of a weird edge right there, like I easily jumped over it. But sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. So here you can go this way, because if you jump up to here, then up to here. And that'll save going all the way over there, which is, it's not much slower to go over there though. So now Upper Tree Village, there's a lot of throw hovering here, so you probably want to practice this. It's kind of difficult. So what you want to do is you want to come over here, grab a melon, set it down, you stun her and then switch again, so you have storage with it. So now there are two Yorbles right next to each other right there that aren't that slow to get, that I took out of the route. Now, I took them out of the route for personal reasons, and it's probably faster to take any other one out of the route.
That elevator over there.
You just want to throw hover up here, grab this Yorble. Come this way, jump up here, grab this Yorble, jump across here like that. Make sure you grab that Yorble.
Oh, rats. If you only had a sheep here.
Come up here, jump across here, grab this Yorble. There's a little tiny strat here that you can do to hover over this gap. You bring this monkey here to make sure that he'll go to this tree. You can actually do like throw hovers up here. And you want to triple jump onto this vine. Grab that Yorble. Over here and do a jump to grab that Yorble. Over here. Grab this Yorble.
Be careful, Tack. It's a long way down.
Grab this vine. And then go over here. Now there's kind of a, it's not very difficult, but it's kind of scary right here. So usually you have a staff, alright? Obviously I'm doing staffless, so you're skipping the staff. And you're supposed to shoot this sheep with the staff and rise up at the elevator. But since you don't have the staff, you have to hit the sheep and then run onto the elevator before it gets up. It's not hard, but it's kind of scary, because if you miss it, it takes a long time for the elevator to come back down. Like, it takes an unnaturally, like, long time. So here you want to swing this way and then swing this way. Grab that Yorble and roll this way. You climb this vine? What that was, PC Mr. Dude, was a throw hover. It's a glitch in the game that lets you fly anywhere. And so now you can come this way and let this orangutan send you flying. Dude, my timer's so oh my goodness. It's had like all it can have. So now you gotta jump up here. Come over here. Stunner. Get item storage like that. And then just do this room. Now I have a route for this room where you grab this Yorble, you head over here, you jump and you throw hover up here. Grab this Yorble. Line up a jump right here and jump around this corner, which is, it's sometimes you hit it like that. If that happens, you can just throw hover back up like this. It's kind of hard because that little part that's sticking out right there will stop you, so you kind of want to go at an angle. You want to throw hover up here. That, grab onto this vine, get that, and then head, drop down and head this way. Throw hover up here. You want to jump up here, grab this. You can do like time throw hovers across here, but it's actually really unnecessary. You can just drop down. It's not any slower. How far are you in the game? I don't know. It depends. You can go anywhere in this game you want to at any time, basically. Alright, so you can hover up there, and there's a Yorble here that you can get, but it's really slow. And there's a hover right here that's kind of hard, because on sloped walls, they reset your hovers, but when the walls aren't sloped, you can't, like, keep going. You'll fall down to the bottom. So right there, you want to hover up there, and it's a good, like, maybe like 7 or 8 hovers straight. But if you can't do that, then you can grab that rope and swing over this way. There's a tiki there that you don't want to grab. You do not want to grab that tiki.
This tiki will let us summon a Juju. Let's go find the shrine where
Now
this
what you can
works.
do here for a safety kind of thing, because if you die here, it takes a long time to get back. But since you get storage with the wait, where's it at? Wait, what? Okay, so the melon glitched out. All right. So right there, what happens? What you're supposed to do is roll, and the melon would fall. The melon would fall right there. So if you did die, then you could just get it again. But for me, for some reason, it kind of glitched out and didn't respawn. And if that happens, then you have to come all the way back over here. Climb all the way up this. And I guess this is a good demonstration of what happens if you die. Because if you die in the room that I was about to show you, then you have to do all this to get a melon. I thought you could just roll, but I guess you can't. You're supposed to be able to. I don't know why you can't. But you have to do all of this again just to get back to that place, which is a lot of time. Yeah, I have no staff because I'm doing a category called Staffless, where you beat the game without the staff. That's why you have to do some glitches. It's not possible without glitches. There's not actually a category right now that doesn't use glitches. There's no glitches category. So you want to get storage here. So now I have really low mana. I have about 27. I don't know how much you really need. So yeah, if you do manage to die, or you don't roll, I guess rolling's a big no-no there. You don't want to roll there. Forget what I said when I said you could roll there. Alright, it's about 9 or 10 hovers. So now you want to swing, come down here, and like I said, if you die, that's the route you have to take to get back here. You can throw hover up here, but don't throw hover in this corner. If you grab this corner, you'll crash the game. You want to throw hover like anywhere but that corner. And grab the sledge. So here, what I do is I kind of do a serpentine, where you kind of go this way and then this way. And I do that to try not to let anybody see me, because if they do see you and kill you, then you're out of luck. See how the melon dropped right there? That's what I tried to do outside, but it didn't work. So I guess it works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So I'd be careful with that. So you want to come this way? And head to Upper Tree Village. I don't have the staff because I didn't watch the cutscene with the mummy. I skipped that cutscene with the series of glitches.
I think this is the way to Powder Canyon. If you can get the snowboard, you'll be able to go. This is where you can get a
Alright, so here
that rides on the
you want to come this way,
You can summon the mighty
and in any percent you kind of go like way over there. You do some stuff over there with that rhino up there, but you can actually come over here and jump up here. This tree and then jump up here. You want to grab this Yorble. You want to jump around this corner with a crazy feet triple jump. As you can see, I've missed it. It's because I was too far out. If you miss it, you can just come over here, set it up again. It's not very hard. Oops. But what you want to do is you want to do your double jump. Well, yeah, it's not a glitch that I don't have the staff. I just skipped the staff using glitches. So I guess, yeah, you can consider it a glitch. But you want to do a triple jump, and then change then you want to hold that direction, okay? It's not actually as hard as I'm making it look. Like, I haven't failed it in a long time, and I just failed it twice in a row, which is kind of disappointing. But, you know. Like that. You can grab this ledge, too, so it's actually very lenient. These guys do... Okay, never mind. You have longer life at this point. They do a quarter of your health at this point in the game. So now for this guy, he can be kind of weird sometimes. If he knocks you back, just come back again. And here, you can jump into this corner and clip to the wall. Now, if you line yourself perfectly with the corner, it's not gonna let you clip through. So you want to line yourself a little to the left, like that, around this area. And eventually, you'll clip to the wall, like that. So now you want to head this way, jump about here to get on this, and then jump here. You want to split there. See, how my split was delayed like 3 seconds? It's bad. So here you want to roll this way.
Holy smokes.
Want to roll this way.
This entire area into a giant house.
You want to get storage with the melon here.
Want us to get the moonstone. Hey, Dad, is it just me, or do you hear music coming
You want to
from
grab this Yorble and then fall down here and head this way. Grab this Yorble back here, and then grab this. And do a triple jump, and if you grab this while you're in midair,
Now you can summon a melon.
if you grab this while you're in midair, then that little cutscene won't play. So now you want to get storage with that melon again, and you can hover over this gap. It's a pretty hard hover. Now if you fail that hover, then what you can do is you can go to this corner and then just throw hover up this. It's a really long throw hover, but it's not actually that hard once you learn it. I'm gonna save some mana because I did that one thing. Alright, so this is essentially like a 2-minute long auto scroller. It's a dancing thing. It's considered a boss battle, I guess, because you get a moonstone at the end of it.
Challenging you to a sacred dance ritual to win the moonstone. Just move to the beat.
But yeah, this is part of the run. I'm very sorry about my splits. I know they're skipping all over the place. That's because I've had the splits open for a good 7 hours, legitimately. I've been messing around all day. Stuff.
Ready, set, go.
So what you need to do is just click the arrows as they come. Easy peasy. There's literally no way to skip this, and it's just time consuming. I almost missed that one. Yeah, I skipped the puzzle. I skipped both the ones in Mountaintop and Mountaintop North. Well, in Mountaintop, you're supposed to have the Champion of Amulets, or the Amulet... Oh, crap. The Amulet of Champions. The Champion's Amulet, whatever it's called, before you can go here. Because you're supposed to hit that gong, but I clipped to the wall and got here early. There was actually no puzzle in the first area. There's a puzzle to get a snowboard. So you can go to, what's it called, Powder Canyon. But yeah, essentially, 2-minute auto scroller. You can't really do anything else because you gotta click these buttons. Trust me, this would be a perfect bathroom. This would be a perfect bathroom break. I know from experience. I've had to use the bathroom so many times here during the run, and I just can't because I gotta press these dumb buttons. I think you could fail about 2 of these and still be able to win. And I think that all depends on where you fail them at. So a lot of people split right here. Oh my god, it's 4 seconds late. Anyways. You get the idea. So you split there, then you head straight right here. You can roll off here and hit Y and A to go to Tax Village. So now once you do go to Tax Village, you want to hold forward and hit Y and A. You want to go back into the teleporter. If you hit Y and A, it'll take you to Burial Grounds, where you're supposed to get the staff, but you don't, because you skip it. So now we can grab this tiki and move these bones, right? Wrong. You don't want to grab the tiki. You can go straight over here, grab onto this, and clip through the wall. So you can navigate your way over here, and then roll through here. This will take you to the mummy tombs. I hope you guys don't have as big of a pet peeve about the timer as I do, because I hate this timer. I hate when it skips all over the place.
Right over there.
It sucks.
Here's what we need to do. We need to get the mummies out of their tombs and bring them to the ceremonial tomb. Look, the door's open on that tomb. Let's start there.
Alright, so mummy tombs is essentially, it's about 9 minutes, I think. It's either 9 or 12. It's 9, 12, or 14 minutes of just straight up escort missions. It's a pretty boring part for people to watch, but it's essential to beat the game. There's no known way of skipping it. There's a way to get the 4th mummy out of his tomb, but it just soft locks the game in the end. So you can get him on his tomb, and then once you get the 3rd mummy, he has nowhere to go. Or once you get the 3rd mummy, then the 4th mummy open. I don't know. There's some reason it doesn't work. So you want to grab this Yorble in here, which I missed. It's not actually very hard to grab. Grab this Yorble over here. You kill these 2 guys. So yeah, this is how fast he runs. If he gets hit, it takes him a good long, like maybe 10 seconds to get back up. It's very time consuming. But here's where there's a trick here. Alright, I'm not going to show it more than once. If you want to learn it very well, look at Skelecat's tutorial. But, oh, don't do what I just did. What I just did was kind of weird. I kind of slid.
So, do you want to try that again?
Kind of slid on the corner. So now he'll die and he'll respawn around here. Respawn here, and you can push him a little bit to give him some distance before he actually comes back alive. You want to push him this way. You want to get him like towards this wall. Or I prefer to get him over this wall. So you want to get up here like this. When you see him, you want to jump around the corner like that. And he'll walk over thin air. It'll skip going through that puzzle. It doesn't save much time, but it's pretty good. If you fail it once, then it usually starts wasting time, I think. So you want to practice that a lot too. So now you just bring him in here to the tomb with you. And you want to jump as soon as he gets here. It'll push you forward a little bit. Alright, so for this, you can go the normal way, or you can jump here like this, and jump across here like that. It's a little bit quicker that way, but not by much. Maybe like a second or 2. So it's not worth it if you don't want to do it. It's not hard or anything, but crap. My bad. Shouldn't have fallen there. It's not a dangerous thing or anything. I just died. I made mistakes. You grab this and you jump up here. You push this guy off, so I like to do. I missed anyways. But you grab that Yorble, head this way. Make sure the mummy notices you, and then you push him, you let him come over the fire, and it won't hurt him because he's a mummy, I guess. And you fling him over, just like that. And if you can manage to push him onto here, you can skip his getting up animation. So you can push the mummy, but he's got a very slippery hitbox, so it's kind of hard to push him sometimes.
That's gonna leave a mark. Own it.
So then you want to come up here and grab this durable. It's pretty easy to forget as well, so don't forget it. Alright, so now once you get the mummy over here, you want to jump all the way across here, step on this button, and move forward, and step on the button again. So you can actually get his attention from all the way over here. That's what you need. You want him to come towards you. Just like that. Okay, so right there, as you can see, the nerve will hit him. Yeah, the nerve will hit him. So you can push him if you can. It's kind of hard to push him though, but you have to wait for him to get back up. It's really slow when they hit him, so you want to make them not hit him like the best you can. So here you can push him from the flames to the other flames to skip him patting himself out. So you have to wait for that. Just like that. There's the second tomb. Mummy bees.
Nice.
Oops, almost hit the mummy. I see you want to split here. Which, like I said, my splits are about 4 seconds behind. So my splits are laggier than my stream right now, and that's saying something because my stream is terrible most of the time. Because I'm brand new at streaming. I'm a little streaming baby. My computer sucks, and my mic sucks. My internet's pretty good though, so got that going for me. I'm getting a job this summer. I'm gonna buy a new computer first thing so I can stream better.
Who's the man?
So now you want to come over here and here and grab this durable. Jump across here. Grab this durable.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Over here. Grab that durable. And then keep going. Now this tomb is the dark tomb, I guess you could call it. I find it very boring. I find this to be the worst tomb. I'm just not a big fan of the concept of it. There's no puzzles, it's just dodging darts. These guys are pains in the butt. Is that what you call pains in the butt? Yeah. You just kill them pretty easily. So you can send him over there. You can push you if you push him over here, like anywhere over here, then you can just make him run across here on the side, so you don't have to push him. Let him get hit by the darts. It's not much faster again, but it saves time, so it's good. Bring him across here. Bring him across here. Thanks, this makes my day. Thank you for streaming this. No problem, dude. I stream this. This is about the only game I stream so far. I stream it every now and then. I don't really have a schedule. Can you bring him this way? Like this. And I think it's good to note that once the darts hit him, it resets his like tracking of you. Like, he's got terrible tracking. His AI sucks. He just runs in a straight line. So once the darts hit him, it resets like how far away he is. So if you're like this close, he'll start walking towards you. So it's nice to be a good distance away. But if you're too far away, then it'll reset it, and he won't know where you're at anymore. So you don't want to be too far away, but you don't want to be too close. I probably should have mentioned that a lot earlier, how his AI worked. He'll go in a straight line. So like right now, if I ran around here and stood right here, he's just gonna run across. He's just gonna run at this wall because he goes in a straight line. All right. So there's that. There's one more mummy, and this one's fun. It has a couple of tricks that are pretty interesting. This is my favorite mummy tomb. So you want to head this way. You'll save like a second or two going this way. Jump up here. Like that. You don't normally grab the ledge, then jump like that. And then you can get the tomb that way. It saves another like 1 second maybe. Alright, so right here, you have a choice. You could go in here like this. I'll show you this way. Go in here. Get this Yorble to hit you, and he'll stand on the button. You can come up here and grab this Yorble. That's one way. That's one, because there's 2 Yorbles here that you have the option to get, and you don't have to. You can get one and skip the other one. This Yorble. Here, I'll show you the worldwide strat. I'm very bad at it. That's why I don't do this strat. But if you can jump on here and then jump off like that without jumping, you should have a super jump sword like that, so you can jump really high. And that's one way to get that Yorble. But the way I do it is I just go around this really fast. You trigger this, you do a triple jump this way, a triple jump this way, triple jump this way, grab the Yorble and hold forward so he misses that throw, and then go to this doorway. That's another Yorble you can skip. I'd recommend skipping that one if you're a new runner. The other one, I think it wastes more time to not skip it. But if you're a new runner, if you're not good at getting super jump storage, which again, just go to Skelecat's video for more in depth on most of these things, most of these tricks, because most of them are used in any %. But if you're bad at super jumping, I recommend going for that. Either my strat or skipping that Yorble to the other one. So here you want to hit this guy, you want to hit the mummy so he drops his head. This mummy has a different mechanic. And you want to set it about where it gets kind of darker. It's kind of anywhere in that area. It's not very precise. So now the mummy will run towards it constantly, and if you can get in the right position like this, he'll prop up on your head. And if you do a double jump, then he'll jump up there. Now sometimes he'll run along this wall and he'll get stuck here, and you can do the same thing here. If he doesn't make it high enough. Which has only happened to me once, so it's pretty rare. So now you want to just come in here, and you want to throw his head over there. It'll auto-aim there. So he'll jump down there, and then you can land on the switch, get him up there, and then run back up. The speedrunning is beating a game as fast as possible. And depending on your category, depends on how you do it. Any % is beating it as fast as possible with no limitations except for no cheat codes. You can't use cheat codes in any %. Staffless is beating the game as fast as possible without the staff. 100% is beating the game as fast as possible while collecting everything. Speedrunning is essentially beating a game as fast as you can with the given rules. That's what speedrunning is. That's the best way I can really explain it. It's, like I said, it's a good way to play games that you're bored of. Like this speedrun is about an hour and a half, typically. It's going to be a little longer because I'm doing a guide. But it's probably, okay, you're going to want to split here. It's probably about an hour and 40 minutes if you can do it really fast, which mine's going to be longer. But there are some games like, hey, like Zelda Twilight Princess, for example. That takes 6 hours to run, around 6 hours. So I'm going to grab this Yorble and break this face. You should have, yeah, 93. You want to have 92 Yorbles coming into Spirit World, and you grab that Yorble there. You want to come over here and break this vase? And come over here and break this vase.
So wait, this spirit vent is active now. Jump in
So what if I
and see what
speedrun? You can speedrun Fallout. If you look up Fallout speedruns, then you can see how the game runs. The routes and stuff, the tricks and glitches you'd have to learn. Or you could look up, like, maybe Fallout glitchless. Maybe there's a category to beat the game without using any glitches. If you want to go down there, that's a Yorble that's kind of easy to forget. Do not forget that Yorble there. A lot of people forget that Yorble a lot of times. So you want to come here.
Did you see those buildings when you were in
Come over here.
Spirit World? They might be the key to finding our way to Lock Spirit.
Let the scaffolding you across. Alright, so there's kind of a safe strat sort of thing and a not safe strat sort of thing here. There's a cutscene right here, like right between those two torches, a little bit before. Now that rock over there, right here, it has no collision. Like you can jump over here to jump around it. And that's very easy. Okay, so you can do that. Now the safe way, so every time you die, you'll respawn over here. And there's kind of a tricky jump up ahead, so if you die, you'd come all the way back here. But if you can jump like this and then turn your camera, I didn't get it, but if you turn your camera at a certain way before you hit the edge, then you can fall, and this cutscene will play, and you can move around during the cutscene. So this cutscene will, your position, your respawn point is still set over here, but as you head this way, I think your respawn point gets set like somewhere over there, which is a lot better. So now you want to jump over here. You can do a nice triple jump to grab this Yorble. You can go this way. Jump up here. Jump up on this thing. Then jump across here. Kill this guy and grab this balloon. Now this balloon here, alright, so right here you can grab this ledge very easily. So you want to jump like that, kind of outwards. Now you need to jump over there with this balloon, and it's a pretty tricky jump. Now angle wise it's not that precise, but it's timing. So you want to do jump, jump. You want to jump again near the peak of your jump. It's not going to look like you're going to get it, but you're going to get it. So once you get that, you want to head over here. This. And I have a tutorial about that on my channel, even though my mic stuff was really stupid. So now what you need to do, summon a melon here, get stunner. Oh, I forgot the switch. Get stunner, and then hover over the scab. Alright, so if you fail it, you should respawn. Okay, alright, so here's a thing too that I actually didn't know. So if you do fail that, you're going to respawn all the way over here, but you can actually set your spawn point over there to make it a lot easier, and I'll show you where to go for that. So you should only have to do this once. That was terrible. I'm not going to make it. Like there's a little kind of pixel looking thing I hit my foot on that slowed down my momentum. Alright, so I activated that portal, so that means later on there's some menuing I have to do that's a little differently. And I'll tell you about that when I get there. Might have been too late, but it might work still. It did. Alright, so if you want to set your spawn point over here, I don't know exactly where it is, but you can come over here, like right here, around in this area. So now, if you fail this hover, you'll respawn over there. Now this hover is actually really hard. It's quite a large gap. Like that. You got it. You want to roll to get rid of the melon. And then break that base. Come this way. Jump around this guy. Up here. Break this face. Come this way and go between these two rocks and then go towards this portal here. So sometimes this orangutan won't have enough time to fling you across here before it ends. If that happens, just go back through the portal again. There's nothing you can really do. Drop down here, break this space on the way down. Jump here, and then jump like right here. You can make that. You jump up here, and then go run past this guy right here. And that should be your boy right here. It should be your 99th one. You only need 100 to beat the game. Grab this vase, then head back. Don't almost jump off the edge like I did. Run this way to the portal. That should activate. You want to jump to the portal, head this way, and fall down here and get this last 100 doable.
You have enough Yorbles. We have finished half
And then once you get that, you want to come over here to this rhino.
All you do is get locked spirit from the spirit world.
You can break both of these if you want. You can only break one and then jump across the other one. Doesn't matter. Now right here, there's a pretty long hover. It's 20 hovers, and I'm very bad at it.
I bet we can reach lock
So I'm going to show you the hover. I don't know if I'm going to get it. This is probably my my worst trick in the game. Because you have to stand about here and then do 20 hovers like this without messing up. Now that's a long time if you didn't know. These are frame perfect inputs. And you can hold forward to hit this. Like this, and this should reset your hovers, but that means you have to do a bunch of extra hovers right here to get out from under this thing. So like I said, if you do it, make sure you do it from the right side as well, or the left side as well. If you do it from the other side, when you grab the top, sometimes you'll just fall off for no reason. Yeah, I don't actually know why it happens over there. It doesn't happen over here though. So you can do that, but I would recommend doing it the normal way. It's probably the way I'm gonna start doing it at some point. You can break these vases and hope you get one of these, and that'll hurt them and knock off their armor.
Soul spirit attacks the nearest creature.
That's a pretty good thing, but it's not the best. Alright, so let's get this guy over here. Let's hit him in the back like that. Alright, this is another good one, but not perfect one. These are what you want. If you get these, it'll grab them and turn them into little nurbles.
Nice.
That's what you want. So they're one-hit kills. There are 200 Yorbles located in the game, and we glitch into places with moonstones so we can get the moonstones early. That's why I'm getting Yorbles and moonstones. So when these platforms raise, there's absolutely no way to make those jumps with without staff. So you have to get storage and throw hover anyways. Like I said, it's much faster, like much faster. Oh. To just hover straight up. See, this is a pain in the butt as well. So if you don't get it all the way, then you're going to fall down again. But it's much faster just to hover straight up, but it's very difficult. This part's going to be difficult no matter what you do. It's a very difficult part of the run, actually. You just grab this balloon.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know of any glitchless category for TAC. So most of this is just glitches. That's why a lot of stuff doesn't make very much sense how I'm doing it. Yeah, that hover right there is a run killer for me. The really long one. I've lost a lot of time to that hover. Like more time than I can count. Like it's terrible. Those are so many hovers in a row. 20 hovers in a row is 40 frame perfect inputs in a row, essentially. You can make it 39, or you can make it 38, but it's kind of weird. Alright, so now when this happens, you want to run this way like this. And right here, you want to do a triple jump like this, just towards this direction. Now, if you might remember this, the hedge maze. It's hard, okay? It's dumb. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna skip it. We're gonna jump on the side of the hedges, on the top of them, and there are spikes up here, but they don't actually hurt you. So you can just do that and get across,
You have enough Yorbles and lock spirit.
which is very nice.
We should get these back to Jaboba as quickly as possible.
And you're supposed to split there as well. I forgot to split there again. You split as soon as you land. That's what I do. Another cutscene here you can match past. So now you have the Amulet of Champions, because you've gotten all 3 Moonstones and 100 Yorbles.
Wow.
Or, I mean, no, so because you've gotten 100 Yorbles
Good on you.
and Lock Spirit. That's what you need for that.
This amulet
So now you have Crazy Feet without using it.
seems so special.
And if you use Crazy Feet along with this, it doesn't stack. Like, it's not, you don't go twice as fast.
You run faster and
So it's kind of useless to use Crazy Feet. You don't actually have to hit that. I just wanted some more mana. So here's the part earlier. If I said if you activate the thing in Stone Temple, what the heck? I just went to Zelda in a Spirit World. If you activate that, it'll be right here. So you have to go 1, 2, 3 to get the Chicken Island. But if you don't activate it, you only have to go 2. Just make sure you go to Chicken Island. That's essentially what you need to do. So now you want to head this way. And you have the Amulet of Champions now, so you're able to hit this gong. And this is how you're supposed to open Chicken Temple. But once you have the Amulet of Champions, the loading zone for this appears. The loading zone is just outside of the door. So you can just walk on in. You don't actually have to hit the gong. You can do another frame perfect roll here. You can do a frame perfect roll about anywhere there's a loading screen at.
I'm pretty sure the moonstone we're looking for is at the top of the temple. All we need to do is find a way up there.
Alright, so Chicken Temple's pretty easy. Chicken Temple sucks casually. Trust me, it's awful. It's very long. The puzzles are very boring, I find. So we're just gonna skip most of it. We're still gonna have to do a little bit, but we're gonna skip most of it. So what you want to do with this egg is you want to head this way. Once you get right here, you can jump across here like that.
Looks like you need to find a key.
Set it down here.
I wonder what that would look like in this place.
Now from right here, there's a guard here that's not going to let you past. You can do a very precise triple jump like this, and then curve it around, which is really hard. Like, it's very hard. So if you can't do that, then I think you can also do this. You can jump up here like that. Jump right here, and then jump across. Like that. So now you can grab this egg. Now there will be chickens here that'll try to chase you. Those guys. They're pretty easy to get past. So from right here, where you want to go? You want to go this way? This. And right here, you want to line up a Crazy Feet jump here. You don't want to grab that ledge. If you grab the ledge, you have to go back and do it all again. Chicken Temple was a really good song. I loved the drums and stuff when I was little. So now right here, there's another triple jump you can do, or you can just go like right here, jump up here, and jump here. It's pretty easy. If I can get up to 100 life again, then I can have Crazy Feet forever. That'd be nice. You can actually make that very easily. I'm surprised I didn't actually make it just now. Okay. That's never happened to me before. That's awesome. But right here, you can just make that jump. It's pretty easy. But if you can't do that, you can set a chicken on the button, or you can come this way. What I usually do is I summon a melon there, but I don't do that in this route. I don't recommend it in this route. So now you want to get storage with that egg. You can go through that door, but sometimes the chickens won't be on the switch, and you have to climb up the vine. So now again, you can just jump right here like this. Jump like that. Put the egg in right here. Alright, so this game's pretty tight on mana. I should have 20 extra because I used some earlier. But you need to summon a melon here. You stun her, and then get back on Crazy Feet. You can hover up here, over here, like that. You split there. Wait, no you don't. Well, yeah, you're supposed to, but I forgot to split my splits. There's supposed to be a split right there that's Chicken Temple, and I forgot it. Alright, so you want 70 mana entering the final boss. You have to have 70 mana when you enter the final boss battle. So, the mana route in this game is going to be kind of difficult. You're going to have to make sure that you don't use Crazy Feet too much like I did. Because now I'm not going to be able to use mana. Attack 2, I think it's 2 hours long, but there's no like tutorial or anything. Like, only one person runs it, and he quit too, so nobody runs Attack 2. So all the glitches there's like no tutorial for. Okay, that was a mistake. If you make a mistake, there is an extra egg over here. An extra egg right here. There's still probably, yeah, you can make for one cycle if you're lucky. It's not actually hard. I just had bad RNG, or I placed the egg in the wrong place actually. This gives me a good time to get some more mana. But yeah, if you don't get the first cycle, it's not that big of a deal. You lose a bit of time, but it's fine. You just have to watch out for the chickens, because they will attack you and try to make you drop your egg. So you want to like get them off the stage. But you also don't want to let him, because there are 2 of them right there, that's why I went ahead and did that. You don't want them to go ahead and do all this stuff while you're messing with the chickens. Then you'll lose time. Alright, so there's a very precise jump you can make right here. You can get up here before the moonstone spawns, but it depends on where the egg is. I think the bottom 2 rows is impossible, but I think the top 2 rows is okay. But yes, as I said, there's a split in between this one and the last one called Chicken Temple. I just forgot to add it in. Yeah, Attack 2 is level based. I think Attack 2 would be better for individual level runs, even though I do not like individual level runs. I'd rather do a full game. So here I think you can just hold forward. You can just hold forward to go here. And I have 35 minutes, so I need to get another, what, like 35 more. So, don't use Crazy Feet too openly, too freely. Otherwise, you'll end up with the problem I'm at, where I don't have enough mana. And you want to try not to get hit, because you have to use Crazy Feet then, which you probably shouldn't at this point. There's a bunch of mana right here. Right here. That should give you a lot. Now there are a bunch of vases here too. If I can move some right here, this lags your game right here. So that's kind of okay, I guess. Just want to make sure you have 70 by the time you get in this final boss battle. That's all you need. And try not to get hit. So I should get. There's one right here. There you go. There's a cutscene there you can mash past. It's gonna be sub 2 staffless, but it's also kind of a route guide, so it's I've been doing things really slowly. I showed what happens if you fail in Upper Tree Village. Spirit World, I did like the things like 6 times in a row. So it's gonna be fast, but I don't think it's faster than 80% yet. Alright, so as long as you have 70 mana coming to this final boss battle, you're good. So you need 70 because you have to summon that and you have to use Stunner. So now you have some more mana to use for Crazy Feet if you got hit at any point. But if you didn't, you have the Amulet's champion, or the champion of Amulet. Well, whatever. You can hover up here if you fall at any point. You can just hover again. For these plants, he does the whole shield thing, put the shield around them. Pretty easy to. It's kind of hard to do fast sometimes. Sometimes when you do it fast like that, it doesn't work. I don't actually know why that happens. I'm assuming there's a science behind it. Probably if you're moving when you get to it. No, because that should have worked too. I don't know what happens sometimes. And there you go. You're almost done with the game.
Fantastic! Now it should be a piece of cake to destroy that. Oh! That feels strange. Come over here, Jack. I have an idea.
Alright, so for this part, it's pretty easy not to screw up. But the last time I did a run of staffless, or a kind of a test route to see if it worked, he actually spawned on top of a sheep and walked off the edge. So I guess that can happen like this, but he ran off the edge. So be careful with that. So time ends as soon as it says objective complete. But my timer is very laggy right now because it's been open for 7 hours, and boom. So my time would be over. So there's staffless. It's pretty nice. I mean, I have world record right now, but it's, like I said, this is very, very slow.